figured they're going to ask, like, well, all this already asked about it. Yeah, everybody's going to get asked. I'm not going to be surprised if every team writes one thing. Yeah. It's really not just that.
I knew you were going to say that. Turn back to you and like ask you if I'm blocking your shot. Where did you sit after the game? I was rather You're not in Southeast. I did a preaching right back. Yeah, I mean, you won't be able to feel like yeah. Hold on the side. Go down. Or like some weird inside joke that like only people watch it on TV that are here. Like they see it on Sports Center. It just says Mark Harris is a menace and his hero. Something totally absurd. How
Yeah, that's
You're starting to neither of Dude, I saw that when it happened. Well, I mean, like, that's not gonna end well. Yeah.
so I'd rather have this.
Like Baker.
I'd say it's Blaze is on the laminated one. I don't think I don't. I'd rather have Blaze. Last year I didn't have
Pretty lucky, man. Especially with being involved in that social He's literally a fucking Lakers fan. Yeah. No, zero. It's just like analysis.
Get my eyes adjusted here a little bit.
Ready yet? Ready back there?
I just wanted to start off today just saying how awesome it was, our crowd. That was a tremendous atmosphere the other night, and just really grateful for our loyal fans that cheered the entire time, and really appreciate that. It created an unbelievable atmosphere, and from our sideline to the stands, I mean, it was really a neat atmosphere, and I just wanted to tell them how much I appreciate them doing that, and need them back here when we get back home doing the same thing. Questions?
Vinny Wilkins being one of the leaders on this team from the end of last season till this point now, how have you seen him grow not only as a leader but just in his mechanics and his fundamentals, his checkdowns, and his accuracy and his ability to create something out of what seems like nothing on the football?
Well, I think he's matured a great deal, and he's really been very conscientious about his the fundamentals and just dispersing the ball. And I think he's done a great job of that. You look at how many different receivers we have, over 100 yards, and how he's taken what the defense has given him, and really relying on his intellect as a quarterback and on the system to work instead of just athleticism. And so you can tell he's a veteran quarterback, and he's playing well. Very proud of him.
Coach, last week you stressed that it was a new season. You're forgetting what's behind you and just focusing on what's ahead. After last week's performance, how confident are you heading into the rest of the time?
Well, you just put the film on and see just got through playing really good running back, and now we're going to play a better one. So that's just the way it is in the Pac-12. And first thing we did in our team meeting yesterday is said, okay, that's the end of that. Let's move forward. And you can't look behind you. It's going to be a battle every week. So we got to go put together and play our best football game. And that's the key for you, is just stay focused on what's right ahead. Right, the next step and what's right ahead of you. That's what laser focused on what's going on, because we're playing a really good football team this week. Yeah, one of the things that I really believe is that, it's hard until you go against someone else to kind of see where you're at, and obviously you have systems that you put in place, and we have not changed our system. And I think that's real important, because it's better for a coach to come in and learn, than having all of our players having to learn a system maybe they don't fit. And so just being adaptive, I think that's the biggest challenge, when you have, the newness I'm talking about is having new coaches. And so they've done a great job. It's been because you have to do it in a rapid and very quickly, because you're playing games. And so I think that's something that we got to continue to do that. We got to continue to adapt and evolve what we're doing to fit the skills and talents of the players we have, because our players have a certain skill set. That's why we signed them, for a certain system that they fit. And so just finding that niche. And each year, kids graduate, new kids come, and what's that niche? And you got to really stay on top of that. And that's something that I think our guys are done a good job of, and we're continuing to work hard to keep improving that. Doug, I think it's more than just the quarterback. It goes into play calling. It goes into, because if you put yourself in position where you're getting hit, it's going to be more challenging not to put the ball in jeopardy. So really refining and defining, because the quarterback has to drive the scheme, not the coaches drive the scheme. Or the opponent drive the scheme. You have to game plan and all that. So I think that's one of the things that we've done. Coach Napier's done a great job, and that's our number one thing we're harping on. And we've got to do a better job of getting takeaways on defense. And we got a huge critical takeaway the other night. We also the onside kick was a takeaway. So those are you got to win those. That's the battle you have to win first and foremost. And so we've spent a lot of time, and that's what we've been really diligent about, is making sure that our system is one that that fits our quarterback and keeps him from being in a lot of stressful situations. And so, obviously, we've gotten better at that over the we've done early in the year wasn't as good as we are now, but the fact that he's going into week 5 and where he's at, and I think he's taken upon himself. I mean, it's just it happens so much faster than we explain the game, and there's the most stressful job there is, period, is quarterback. It's the most stressful job. I mean, then probably in this league, cornerback would be the next. But just trying to keep that, minimize stress, minimize risk with the football. On the same hand, you got to attack to score points, and so it is a balance. But it's not only the quarterback being conscious of it; it's all 11 guys. It's the system and the scheme. And if a quarterback is very comfortable and you adapt the scheme to him, then he's going to be able to operate with a lot more efficiency. That's kind of what we're trying to do. Yeah, I mean, I think for them, they see, it's a good film for them to look at. Obviously, I've got a lot of respect for Coach Shaw. I think he's, you talk about how I'm just very impressed with how he runs his program, and class and character and toughness, and you just know what you're going to get. You're going to, I think, in my years here, there's not anybody we've played that's better coached than they are, better prepared, and you know what you're going to get. There's not going to be any surprises. You're going to get, they're going to execute very, very well. They're very well coached, and they've been the most consistent team in our league over the time that I've been here. So, I think that playing a common opponent kind of, there's some things you can see and look at, but, it probably, it's probably a benefit to them to see how we played against that. But, yeah, it kind of works both ways a little bit, but, you're going to have to go out and fundamentally play better than them. You're not going to trick these guys. These guys are very, very good football coaches.
You played more cover 0 in this last game than the previous 3. Is that because of the opponent, or having Crump out, or you and Bennett kind of getting together about the game plan? What went into that?
I mean, just there's lots of factors that go into what we're doing. Just trying to adapt what we're doing to fit our guys more than anything. What we can execute. Obviously, we want to be, we're trying to make our guys successful. That's why you see some of the variations. Chase is really developing. I mean, we need to be even more rapid than it is. I mean, he's a tremendous athlete. He's just got to, I continue to work on him to get better fundamentally. He is a very gifted physically, and he really came in against Texas Tech and competed with a passion, and we need him to continue to grow in a hurry.
How do you balance J.J. Wilson on defense, kind of teaching him without overloading him and kind of letting him fly?
Yeah, I think he'll improve every week. I mean, I think he's going to be a really good player over there. I think it was, having someone with his skill set is going to help us. It's just hard to learn what you're doing in a week. But we are going to leave him there, and I think he's going to be. I think it's something that he's going to get more and more productive as we move forward. Yeah, I thought he was pretty good. I thought he was, in a lot of ways, a lot of similarities between him and Jalen Strong. I thought he would be successful. I think he's only scratching the surface on how good he can be. As he continues to get better fundamentally and really works hard, and he's gotten better in film study and really preparing himself, and he's such a intense competitor. I guess when I knew, obviously you watch film and you think, hey, this guy's got potential to be really, really good, obviously. But when I seen him practice, when I watched him practice and how hard he practices, I knew that he had a chance to really, really, really be good. And he's only scratching the surface on what he can do right now.
Coach, in preparation to
their running back. I think he's had a 60-yard touchdown in every game he's played in, obviously they're physical, they can block, their length, they got their tight ends is I think they're probably the best group of tight ends that we're going to play against. Just really impressed with their running back, and obviously impressed with their special teams, return games, and obviously the things you're always impressed with. They play defense hard, but he's a challenge.
Stanford's always been good at the twist actions and stunts and how they attack. Your thoughts about just how your protections have improved?
Yeah, I mean, we just got to continue to evolve what our guys execute well, and you just got to avoid being in drop back situations. That's the big thing, and really, I think we're developing an identity of who we are, and I think we're getting we know the direction we're going. We just got to continue to improve fundamentally. That was awesome the other night. I mean, I could tell it was electrifying. The sideline was, and I think that their fans had a lot to do with that. And I mean that's why it's so. That's why I mean I think I don't know what we're like 27-9 or something like that, or 27-9 over 5 a little over 5 years or whatever, going in their 6th season. That's pretty good. So. I think that has a whole heck of a lot to do with our crowd and how they were into the game, and that was something I thought it was. Coach Grizz, runs our sideline management, and he said that the road game was the best that our sideline had been on the road since we've been here, and then the other night he thought it was our sideline was really into the game, and I think the crowd was a major factor. Well, yeah, it's really I think 21 of 25 kicks kicked out of the end zone. I know in my career I've never been around a freshman like that. And on the same hand, I don't want to put too much pressure. He's pretty even keeled. He's not very. Matter of fact, I really haven't had. Our conversations are pretty brief. He doesn't say a whole lot. I'll always, I'll try to talk to him a little bit, and but I mean, kick a game-winning field goal, execute an onside kick 3 field goals in the game winner. I mean, he was pretty impressive, and to be a freshman, to be put in that situation, and I really, I wasn't even when I sent him out there for the field goal, I was thinking about the next, how we're going to stop him. That's how confident I was that he's going to make that, because he's just. You can tell he's relaxed now, and it's not, at first I could tell he was kind of, wow, this is a little different what I'm used to, and then he had a couple little technique things. Coach Slocum's done a great job with him, cleaning some things up, and he's a really talented young man, and really thankful he came to ASU, because he's a very valuable asset, and I guess we probably have Zane to thank for that.
Coach, this weekend we saw a big intersection between sports and politics, and what's your take on some of the protests yesterday? And is that something that?
Yeah, I'm focused on beating Stanford. I don't have any comment on that.
Anybody else? All right, thanks, Coach.
All right, thanks, guys.